Are you hoping to run your fastest ever 10K? Maybe you're dreaming of breaking that 40-minute barrier. Whatever your goals, stick around and hopefully I can make you a faster runner. Hi, I'm Kev Quinn. I'm a running coach. I'm also a runner with personal best of 2:22 for the marathon, 66 minutes for the half marathon and 30 minutes for 10K. I also run those times after having heart repair surgery. And I'm here with PUMA and ProDirect to give you guys some good tips and hints, which hopefully is going to make you a better athlete. As athletes, we have our own goals and aspirations to be faster and quicker. And one of the benchmarks that many athletes strive to achieve is breaking 40 minutes for 10K. If you work in miles, you have to run 6:26 per mile, or you need to run 10 by K in just under 4 minutes. It's a tough ask, but with the right training, with the right commitment, with the right sessions, you definitely can achieve that. I would suggest if you've run 19:10 to 19:30 for 5K, then you're in with a real shot of running that time. If you haven't, however, don't be disheartened. The tips and the advice that I'm about to give you will definitely make you faster. Okay, so there's 5 points that I think you need to focus on if you're trying to run a fast 10K. Number one is it's really important to find a race. Running 10K in sub 40 minutes is hard enough, but running it over a hilly course on a muddy terrain is probably going to make it even harder. So I would suggest finding a course that is flat, fast. It may also be worth checking out the previous year's results to see if there is going to be enough runners around you running sub 40 minutes that are going to push you so it doesn't just become a time trial. Number two, we're looking for consistency, a training plan that's going to work for you, that's going to allow you to run hard, allow you to recover, and allow you to repeat this week after week. Rule of the thumb, never too hard sessions back to back. Number three is your long run. This is absolutely crucial. Never neglect your long run. Try and get it done every single week. The long run produces many physiological benefits. It increases our aerobic capacity, it increases our endurance, it increases our capillaries and our mitochondria. It allows us to transport more oxygen to the working cells. It also increases physical stamina as well as mental stamina. It provides self-confidence, knowing that we've covered a long distance, so come race day we know we can take on that race. In terms of distance, I would suggest running between 8 and 10 miles. It needs to be conversational pace, so perhaps jump on the ProDirect website, check out their latest offers, and that gives you 8 to 10 miles of good chat. We want you to work in zone 2. Here you're going to get the physiological benefits that you need for that long run. A lot of athletes will dip into zone 3, which is the grey zone, which has its benefits, but we don't want you running in zone 3 during your easy runs. Your easy runs, 70% of your maximum heart rate, conversational pace the whole way. If you prefer to work on a time basis, this should be between 70 and 90 minutes of easy running. Point number 4, make sure your easy days are easy. These runs have to be super easy, and the reason for this is because you want to make sure that you've got the energy to run those hard sessions hard, and this will only happen is if you make sure your easy days are run easy. We want to prevent injury, we want to prevent illness. We don't want you crossing over that line and dipping into the red and hurting yourself because you're running everything in that weekly training schedule too hard. So easy days, easy. Number 5 is your kit. Now, you don't want to be wearing your racing shoes during every single training session, so make sure you have a variety of different running shoes. It may be worth getting a pair of shoes to run your long run and your easy runs in, and it may also be worth having a pair of shoes that are more catered towards your hard training session or your race. It's really important that you break these in, so come race day, there will be no excessive rubbing, no bruised toenails, they fit you, they feel good, you run fast. 3 mistakes I see many athletes doing is they let their ego take over during training sessions. They race those training sessions. They do not stick to those zones. They do not get the physiological benefits that we want during those training sessions. So park up your ego, stick to your training goals, don't race your training sessions, and don't dig a hole. Remember, consistency is what we're looking for. Number 2, just remember to run those easy runs easy. We're looking for consistency. Weeks and weeks of training as opposed to one awesome week and then a couple of weeks off because we're ill or tired. Number 3, listen to your body. I see many athletes that just keep pushing and pushing it when they are tired, digging holes, getting themselves so far into that hole that they can't get out, when all they had to do was listen to their body. It's the best judge of how you are feeling. If it's tired, make a note of that and back off. One extra rest day is maybe all you need. It's really important that you taper as you approach race day. You've done all that hard weeks of training. Last week, cut your training in half. Reduce the volume of your sessions, reduce your weekly mileage by at least 50%. We want you to go into that race feeling fresh. We want you to go into that race ready to absolutely nail it. If you're tired, it's very unlikely that's going to happen. So reduce the amount of volume and you'll be ready to go. Come race day, it's really important you don't try anything that you haven't tried during your training sessions. Don't eat anything out of the ordinary. Certainly don't eat anything that's going to cause any upset stomachs. Don't wear any new kit. Make sure you warm up. It's really important the body is in a good position, it's primed and it's ready to go. Remember your pace. Do not get carried away at the start. Think about all that hard training that you've done. Don't go and screw it up in the first 100 or 200 meters. One of my favorite sayings when it comes to racing is get bored before you get tired. And what I mean by this is switch off. If you see people go sprinting off at the start, ignore them, even laugh at them. Stick to your race plan. It's really easy to get carried away and sprint off at the start of a race. But remember, you're looking at running 10 kilometers, just under 4 minutes per K. There's no point going out there running your first K in 3:40, swimming in lactate, not being able to buffer it out, and then the consequences is you run well outside that race goal. Stick to your plan, get bored before you get tired. Hopefully some of the advice that I've just given you will help you run a fast 10K. And if you do go out there and you do race, please let us know how you get on by commenting below. And if you'd like to see more of this kind of content with ProDirect and PUMA, please like and subscribe to the channel below. Good luck.